Hello everyone. It's been a couple of weeks, probably going on a month here since my last video. So just want to give you an update. There's been a lot going on here. Not so much by me. I did have a couple of guys helping with the new air conditioning installation on the roof. So that's finally done. Only thing I don't know if you can see is grates to do still. They have to update the grates to something that's adjustable to balance out the system. It can't just be like what it was, where just air blew at will. So that's good, that's done. The other thing we finished this month was the drywall. I'm pointing at the ceiling in here, you can't see it, but we blended in some drywall where we replaced, had to tear out some of the plaster. So that's done. Just a little sanding and priming is next. So we're happy about that. Another thing to share is we ordered windows and they came in this week. So here's one of them, one of 9. Actually we only got 8. The 9th, the largest one, got broken. Not by us, but as they were carrying it in by the window company. So, but that's fun. I'll have my hands full just trying to get the rest of this taken care of. But anyway, the rest of the video, I'm going to just show you a little bit on how to do the blending between the old plaster and the new drywall. Because I know we had a lot of jagged edges, some really big gaps, and so some little tricks we can do to show how to do that and how to get, not only to get it look good, but hopefully get it to be durable so you don't get cracks coming through. And I'll show you how I did that. So always appreciate your comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll check back with you soon. So let me quickly just show you how we deal with the situation where the thicker plaster here, it's almost an inch, I don't know if you can see it here, it's almost an inch thick, right? And then when we look at our drywall, this is considered 1/2 inch. So this doesn't blend with that too well. It's too thin. And of course we can't get 1 inch drywall. So one of the little tricks is we space it with a 1/2 inch spacer. I used 1/2 inch plywood just because I had some scraps that I ripped up into pieces like this and was able to, shim down the framing. So let's just say, for example, that we were able to put this here, and then when we put our 1/2 inch drywall on, you see that helps line up with the old plaster. So that's just one way that helps you. Otherwise, you're building that, you put your 1/2 inch on there and then you're trying to build with mud, which never looks good. So that's one little trick we do to help blend. In the ceiling, and some of this plaster can be quite difficult, mostly because it comes down kind of rough. What do you think of that patchwork? It doesn't look like much, but I'm proud of it. Not only is it in line pretty good, but it's also pretty flush here. And here's the kitchen. In another video we saw that the wall was done, but I got the ceiling all blended in here too. So got a lot of patching though, as you can see, chunks of plaster, which will just start mixing up some hydrating compound and just cram it in the holes. Alright. Okay, so we got the ceiling hung, but as you can see, the old plaster has quite a gap around it. The question is, what do you do about it? Well, we got some really thick compound here, and what we're going to do is just cram it in that joint, corner, so that when we eventually fill this crack, and then we'll tape it later, this will just give us a good base. We don't want a hollow gap in the kind of tape. So just cram compound. This is called Easy Sand 90. Easy Sand's the product name. 90 is your working time. So you get about 90 minutes. I'd say more like an hour. I always find it sets up sooner than they say. Though a lot of that has to do with how you mix it. If you mix your compound in a dirty bucket, or if you get your mixture wrong, you keep adding water and powder and water, all those things cause it to set up faster for some reason. So what we have is a product much like regular mesh drywall tape. If you know what that is. This here is called fiber tape, but it's extra big. So we're going to use this. It says it's self-adhesive too. So I'm just going to cut strips of this and put it over those big areas that we've repaired, just for some extra reinforcement. All right, so we'll see how that goes. All right, got my big roll. Now the problem is my patch is only about 16 inches wide, or a foot. So what do I do with all this? So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll cover the area I need, cut it once it's on the ceiling, and then put it, would be about the right size for another area. All right, well, let's see how that goes. To apply some regular joint compound. Excuse me. This is just straight out of the bucket. As you remember, we used hydrating compound that was Easy Sand 90, which is good and hard, set overnight. And now we'll just do it enough just to cover that mesh. So here's an example of a finished ceiling. See the old plaster here, got moving into the joint. It blends into the drywall. Pretty flat, doesn't it? That's the update for this week. Not a whole lot other than making some good progress with getting things looking finished, right? So anyway, appreciate all the comments. If you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. But anyway, thanks for watching.